place where you feel the fire's gone out. In time we will heal, and light will pour out again, again, again. Light will pour out again, again, again. When the darkness surrounds the night without sound, we'll pull the wool down, we'll be together again, again, again. Be together again, again, again. No, we're gonna rise again. We've got each other like a friend. And every time you think the end is near, you'll see the tides can turn, and we will rise again. We'll rise again. It's not the end. We'll rise again. We'll rise again. We'll make it together. When the chips are down and you're losing hope, the light will surround and show you the road again, again, again. Show you the road again, again, again. Wait for the sunrise and open your eyes. If we give it time, life will be so bright again, again, again. Life will be bright again, again, again. No, we're gonna rise again. We've got each other like a friend. And every time you think the end is near, you'll see the tides can turn, and we will rise again. We'll rise again. It's not the end. We'll rise again. We'll rise again. We'll make it together. We'll make it together.
Good time zones, everybody. It is finally Friday. We've made it. Yep. Or at least we've made it. Greetings, Frauke. Unfortunately, Trader Joe did not make it. Science happened, and unfortunately science did not actually stack up. Poor Trader Joe. We shall miss him, and his in the background. Yes, greetings, Frauke. I know I said that once already, but hey, welcome to Friday. Yes. Whoops. Apparently I forgot to take that down. Let me find a pair of shears. So, one thing running low on those. One thing I did over the evening yesterday was I acquired some azalea leaves. And here you can see where I acquired them from. There was a little bit of derp tree growth. Look at that. They can't even they can't even grow in a sensible derp. I mean, really. Still, it's also had the advantage of providing me with rooted dirt, which will come in handy in the future, I am sure. Particularly as we're about to go underground. We're going underground.
Remember all the happy times.
There's more of a song that goes with that, but I can't remember what it is, so I'm not going to bother. Let's continue removing the rest of these leaves for as long as this pair of shears survives, which I do not expect to be very long because they're just basic shears.
Alright. I'll tell you the truth.
But hey, it'll be enough. It'll be enough to be a useful amount of shears. Yeah, there we are. And the shears have failed after less than half the... Oh no, more than half. But not much more than half. I winced there. I thought I had misjudged that jump. It's chopping trees day. Usually that's for a different day of the week, but hey. There we are. That has retrieved all of those. And... oh, sirens already. But then again, it is Friday. Actually, I'm just going to have to remove all of this. I added these 2 rows of dirt just to be able to actually place these trees. Let's see. Have we picked up everything that has currently fallen from the sky? The sky is falling! The sky is falling! And so are all the leaves. Oh, and there's another sapling. Or... it's a bush! So much bush. How did we do there? 1, 2, 3.5 stacks of azalea leaves and nearly a stack of flowering. Not bad. 3 to 1 is pretty good going. And 7 rooted dirt? That's not right. There should have been 8 of those. Am I missing a rooted dirt? Yes, I am. There it is. Typical. I can't even find all of my rooted dirt. You would think I would know where I was on... bar humbug. That brings me up to a... ooh! A stack and 7 of rooted dirt. Might actually have a decent amount of rooted dirt, finally. Yay! That'd be fantastic for when I want roots. And just short of a stack of oak logs. Not bad. Actually, since we've got that many, let's use them for something useful. That's not going to do much. Right, so up it to that. And then let's get 8 more, just because. Seven. So if I use 7 more to finish that, yeah. So if I put these if I put 7 of them into there, then I should be able to get a full stack out. At which point, we can probably just, you know, turn them into some more campfires. Not that I'm ever going to use another stack of campfires. Why ever would I end up using a stack of campfires? I've never used... Nah. Even I can't pull off innocent with that one. Sometimes the handbills don't fit the theme. Logical statement is logical. I think my maths is right there. I should end up with 64 pieces of charcoal. And to be honest, since I'm going to need 3 stacks of sticks, let's plant some bamboo again. Oh, me old bamboo, gonna really wish you hadn't had all that bamboo, etc. Wait, how did I end up with 9? How did I end up with 9 bamboo? Ah. Oh well. That is now incredibly watered down rum and coke, because it was a rum and coke that was nigh on finished as a glass, and then I poured in the rest of the coke. So it's now coke and a little tad of rum. It's a wee tad of rum. I don't have a bed here. Why do I not have a bed here? Where did my bed go? Oh, I know where my bed went. I know where my bed went. So, one of the other things that I've done in the background, I think this was partially done at lunchtime, I might have extended the clearance operations. Let's go with that as a definition. And so I now have 1, 2, and a bit. Let's just say 2 double chests of dirt. And a little bit of nicely flattened terrain. The upshot of all of this, other than the 2 chests of dirt, are that I now know that you can actually, when you've got them spread out like this, you can now light up a chunk with the current lighting mechanics with just 2 torches per chunk when you have multiple chunks. It is absolutely amazing, because all of this is on chunk borders. So if I put 1 in the corner and 1 in the middle, that's all it takes per chunk, as long as you've got adjacent chunks lit up. 1 in the middle-ish, 1 in the corner, and then you just keep replicating that all the way through. And that's all it takes to light up this area when it's flat. When it's not flat, it takes a heck of a lot more, but we all knew that. However, this is making it a lot more of a safe area for looking after. Also, that's a deep, dark cave. That I want nothing to do with. And those still haven't managed to grow all the way down. But, yeah. So I haven't done much more in actual laying out of the terrain. Thanks, Chris. I really wanted to go and play in a hole. Look, if I'm going to go and play in a hole, it's going to be this one. It's going to be the one that will form the rift. And if I'm going to go down there, let me... Actually, does... Now, is it Mini HUD that actually does the renderer? No. Because one of these... Everybody... I've noticed a lot of things... I'll start that one again. It's perfectly fine. No. I guess not. Okay. We'll just have to go to this then. So this is what we need to start lighting up. And apparently I'm just far enough away that that creeper's AI is not active. Ha! Dead. And again, H doesn't work anymore. It worked perfectly fine earlier today, and now it doesn't work at all. The moment I start streaming, the ability to actually switch on and off the light levels in the HUD are disabled. Really? Another creeper? Die, creeper! Hello, the creepers. We've got this huge mob farm down here. Apparently my aim is getting better. So, yes, if you're going to kick me off into anything, it's probably going to be this one. Is that another creeper? Yes, it is. I don't see how, Raven, considering the streaming setup is on the other computer entirely. Also, hiya. Don't forget, OBS for me and so forth is running on the computer to my right. I have deliberately separated the two. All I can think is it must be as a result of having two instances of Minecraft running. It just doesn't like it for some reason. Except for the fact that the other instance of Minecraft doesn't have the mini HUD installed. It's just this one. If both of them had it installed, I could understand it. Because there's no point of installing a mini HUD into the cam account. I don't see why I would need it. Either way, it's not bad. It's taken me 25 minutes just to get through the preamble today. I should probably actually do some building if I want to actually... do I have... No. Why do I not have... Oh, there it is. I was about to say, why do I not have any brick? Oh dear. You still got that... headache, Raven. I do hope that goes soon. Alright. I need to think about a roof. And what I'm thinking is... Let's put the corners in. Oh. I apparently haven't put any glass in, let alone corners. And watch as my parkour skills prove that I have no parkour skills. So close. just on that last jump. How are we doing on this? 56. Alright. I forgot to look. Did I have any of those? Thankfully, no. So what I'm thinking is that I haven't a clue what I'm building, but that's nothing new. Again, we're making this up as we go along. So I'm thinking this probably makes a nice mistake. Nice edging on these roofs. For which I really didn't make enough of it, but then again, I hadn't a clue how much I was actually making. So let's make another 26. It's probably also not enough. I'm going to have to spend some time at the weekend trading. I shall have to go up north and spend some time with the masons. Something very disturbing about the fact that I've just described that as Ook North. I mean, it's accurate. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of course, it's an odd number. So I need 15. Fantastic. We're going to have an off by 1 error. Of course we're going to have an off by 1 error. Why would it not? Actually, I'm tempted to take that 1 out because I don't think it... Well, the question becomes, do I take that 1 out or that 1 out? Because if I take that 1 out, it's going to look weird. But if I take that 1 out, it's going to look weird. So I guess we had... Look, Swift Sneak. I'm trying to build here. I'm building here. Anyone for a taxi driver reference? Yeah. Right. Did I see? Yes, I did. Let's grab those. Let's have a quick nap. Oh, we're painting roses red. We're painting... No, got absolutely nothing to do with roses. What are we gonna... Wouldn't it be nice if I knew what I was doing? Wouldn't it be nice if I knew what I was trying to do? Let's see. I need a roofing material. And it can't be jungle wood because we've used that as the sides. I think it might be dark oak. Yeah, let's go with the dark oak. Do I have dark oak? I know I brought... Hey, I actually brought some with me. Hey, we have dark oak. Fantastic. Let's make that much out of that. And... let's have a think. Yeah. I have a dream, and that dream is that one day I will actually build something without either an off by 1 error or without having to spend my entire day wibbling. Oh, I've already put a torch up here. What are the odds I haven't put a torch in next door though? No point in going in through that door. I have put in a torch. Well, that's fantastic. I actually appear to know what I'm doing for once. Yeah. Chance would be a fine thing. Right. No, I don't like that. I mean, I like the material. I just don't like the layout. And I'm going to ignore all the ones that I've just dropped in there. Oh, apparently this building is longer. Oh, that's fantastic. Well thought out, Scots. We'll sort out the mechanics of this in a minute. I need more power. And thus, let's get a few more of those because we're going to need them. And since we're already down here, we might as well go up here and get the bits that I threw on the floor. Woohoo! Okay, going back up. Okay, so we do this all the way along. The advantage of this is this suggests that the interior is it is low enough that I can use half slabs for the ceiling and get away with it. Now, do I just... yeah, I might as well just do this. At which point this entire roof does not need to be lit up, because none of it is spawnable. Because last time I looked, you cannot spawn mobs on half slabs or stairs. When last we looked, Scotsman had no sanity. This has not changed. Now this roof is wider, so logistically this is going to be a pain. And as well as logistically, physically it's going to be a pain. But hey, there's nothing new there. This one might have to have the horrors. Not the horrors. Not the horrors. Anything but the horrors. He's gonna have the horrors. He will. Yeah. Actually, let's take those two back and just do this. And you. And you. And last I looked, we had to deal with... Yeah. Let's do that across there. And that across there. And let's go and get some glow lichen, just so that we can light up that second roof, because hey, one of the roofs doesn't manage to avoid needing to be lit up. Just on this tiny little section. Just to be annoying. Of course it is. Of course it is, Malcolm. How's that look? I don't like it. I really don't like that. I think I need to add some crenellations. Just to keep it consistent with the rest of the building. It's either that or... Yeah, no, it needs crenellations. Let's go with the crenellations. Obviously, somebody built this city with a license to crenellate. That is not going to be enough. Poop. I need more. More! And as the epic music kicks in, we find Scotsman heading to IKEA. This does not match in any way, shape or form. I was about to say, there should be a banner and a cat there. Yeah, that's probably better. Now, one thing I noticed earlier was this section of terrain. How about that for epic? Anyone would think I was trying to build an elytra course, and that was naturally generated. Not sure there's any point in me building an elytra course. The only person on here is me. And me. Right. This is going to ruin my... Two. How does that look? Does that look better? Not fantastically. That actually looks worse. Oh. Poop. I don't like this building. I don't like this building at all. Now the question is it the brick at the top that's the problem? Or is it just the whole building that's the problem? Because if it's the whole building, I need to know this now. Houston, we have a problem. I mean, you're right there, Cyber. They really do. Which is why they've been interspersed with granite further down. And why the whole thing's going to be... Right, okay. Let's do part of the next phase first before we go further here. I can understand that. Right. You do exist. Right. I should have brought some dark oak or spruce fencing. Which do we have? We have dark oak. We do not have spruce. Therefore, it's dark oak fence this time. Ow. I did not actually mean to place that one there. That's better. Now, does that make that building look better? Because that was what was going to happen to that building. You see, that breaks up the building quite a bit, but it does not make it better. I mean, let me rephrase that. It does make it better, it just does not solve all of the problems. So, I'm going to take that off again. Yep. Yeah, you are absolutely right there. And I have a plan for that. And this is something that had crossed my mind yesterday when I was looking at this building. And I didn't want to touch it yesterday because I thought I was overreacting. But now that we've gotten to here, I've realised I was not overreacting. So let's take all of this down. It's time to invoke the first rule of pretties. The question is, can I get away with just doing something to the upper floor? And so, let the walls come tumbling down. Actually, that wall I might leave as is for the moment. I should probably have left the western wall as was. Because, to be honest, I think the western wall is not the one I'm about to tinker with. Cyber, you're in my head. I was about to go out by one block. Ow. I'm not entirely sure you want to be in my head. But all I have to say is don't upset the squirrels while you're in there. the other thing I'm not sure about is these blocks. Ow! And apparently there's a doorway there. Hey, Landstrad. I'm sure you'll find that there's at least one platoon of SLA in there as well, Cyber. So be careful how many of the pistachios you attempt to steal. Okay, let's have a think about this. Okay, I've had a think about it. Yeah, nobody in their right mind steals gold from a dragon. Was it 4 or 3? Well, actually, judging by this wall next to me, 3. Nope, that's the wrong one. I have a worrying miscount. And I'm not entirely convinced I know why. So that suggests that there's a block on the floor somewhere. We're missing a block. I haven't the faintest clue where it's gone. It doesn't appear to be hiding in the bushes. We shall fight them in the bushes. We shall fight them in the cows. We shall fight them. What? Really? No. No. We don't want to fight them. Sorry. Okay, how the heck am I 1 short? How have I created an off by 1 error? That doesn't make sense. How have I created an off by 1 error in that? Yeah, I'm pretty now. I'm convinced that the universe hates me. I'm absolutely convinced that the universe found it. It had to be there somewhere. Mimetic Cognito has. I mean, if you're going to throw words like that around, Landstrad, please don't do it on a Friday when I've had rum already. Dr. Bright. That's a reference I have no clue what you're on about. This also gets rid of the brick. think I need to do something about that one. Question is, do I make it go that way or that way? I'm going to make it go this way. That way we can get a little bit here as well. But I'm not going to bring the wall out there. I'm just going to do that. Right. And then... No, that's not... Minecraft, please. Uh-huh. And 2 here, 2 here. I need some Trachosaurus. Nope. Really? I'm out of dark oak trapdoors. Of course I am. Why ever would I have any dark oak trapdoors? That would be too easy. It would be so simple for me to have dark oak trapdoors. Why do I never have materials that I'm looking for? Oh, I've gotten off by 1 error on the Really? That's just not fair. And off by 1 error on the charcoal as well. Now you're just rubbing it in Minecraft. At least it's not an off by 1 error on the trapdoors. I think it would be better if these were lower. Yes, it would be better if those were lower. It would also help if I actually was using stripped oak so that it actually matched. But, yes. Question, do I strip the oak in... Yeah, I think I need to strip that as well. But first, I need to sort out these ones. That already looks about 400 times better than it did earlier. Except for one small problem. I don't think it's the dark oak that I should be using across the gaps. Or at the bottom. I think it should be spruce, because I think spruce would match better. Do I have any spruce half slabs? Yes, I do. That's nowhere near enough, though. Ain't got enough spruce slabs, and that's a better. That's a better. Who are you and what have you done with Landstrad? I'm not sure that's visible, so I'm not going to bother replacing that one. Am I about to have exactly the right number of slabs? Apparently Minecraft has decided to give me a break. Which probably means it's going to drop me off of a roof in a minute. I think I prefer that, particularly since I'm going to actually use the dark oak nearer the top. I'm going to leave that one intact. And the reason I'm going for the spruce is because we've still got the walls to put in. And I think once we add those, it's going to have a change in the... question. Mentally. Do I want to... Yeah, let's try it. Does that look alright? You see, that looks fundamentally so much better than it did earlier. I think that was the right decision, and in the end I didn't need to take down the jungle planks, or jungle wood walls, because I've actually just placed them back where they were. Whoopsie. Hello. I'm going to, however, need more of it because I'm filling in some gaps that weren't there, and I'm pretty sure some of the windows are in different positions. Where's my jungle wood? There it is. I'm running low on wood. Also, the spruce works better with the jungle, in my opinion. Your mileage may vary, you may not approve, but it also actually goes well with the fact that we've got it here, so it goes through. No, there's a staircase here. Yep, apparently I'm using quite a bit more jungle wood. Possibly because I've got fewer windows in this than I had earlier. Here. Let's put one there and strip it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So I've gone 2, and then, yeah, let's... No, let's not. Let's bring this one back by 1. And bring this one forwards by 1. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I like that. I can work with that. That's a bit too consistent. There we are. And now I need to sleep again. Because of course I do. I should really update my music playlist with some of the recent releases. if only to confuse people and then have the option of having my goodbye as the last track that I play before the end of the evening. Which would work. I like that a heck of a lot more than I did earlier. That really works for me as the front of the building now. Oh, that doesn't. Whoops. Oh, and since I've done it at the other end, I should probably do that. It has so much more shape. Oh. Sorry, brief moment here. Okay. I needed to check that. Right. Yes, it definitely has shape. Of course, you can't place those on top of Ah! I fell down. Down, 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 down. It's a long time since I've watched Bugsy Malone. Okay. Oh! That needs to go. Those shouldn't be there. Those should be replaced with those. And then we strip them. Right. So now that we've done that, I guess that means we need to do pretty much the same to this building, because it suffers from the exact same lack of shape. But this time I at least know I don't need to take down all of the walls, because I know what I'm doing a bit more than I did about 10 minutes ago. However, I am now out of spruce half slabs, so I'm going to have to go and get some. Oh, that's a waste of glow lichen. Oh well. It's only bone meal, and strangely, bone meal is not that difficult to get anymore. Dagnabbit. Oh well, I guess we're removing all this from floor level. Right, let's pick up all of the bits that we've managed to drop on the floor. And take out these. I'm gonna need more dark oak. Fortunately, I think I might have just enough. Don't have enough inventory space though. Minecraft, please. There's like 7,000 different types of blocks now. How am I supposed to have an inventory that works with just barely this amount of space in it? Also, I'm fairly sure I should have had more than one polished slab out of that. Let's use this building to get up under the roof. Yay, my parkour skills are improving. Now the question becomes, why do I not have any inventory space again? That was not the planned question. It is, however, a question. Let's get rid of you and one. I'm still feeling like I'm short of like half a dozen, possibly only 3. It's a quarter of a dozen. Come on, Scots, you can do math. Oh look, there's another one. One more thing. Uncle. Right. Here we find a Scotsman hiding from the world as he attempts to work out why he's still got no inventory space. For God's sakes. This is a... Yep. This is just silly now. Fine. I think I saw something up there still. Yes, I did. And now Minecraft's crying over the amount of screw-ups I have over my inventory space. Ow! Yep. Door is the right answer. It's so much easier when you can remember that you can actually just crawl under the wall. What are the odds of being able to empty my inventory and possibly have enough space to get on with stuff? Let's see. You, and you. And we're not using those. And to be honest, I can't remember which chest has the dark oak in it. I'm just going to grab a ton of dark oak. Nope. Nope. Okay. Oh, hold on. Still had those in my offhand. Let's do the windows on the first building so that we can get rid of the... Ow! Right. Yeah. Hey. And we've got 4 spare. Nope, that's not where the stairs come out. That's where the stairs come out. Wait, wrong direction. Something tells me that that's almost enough bamboo for what I needed. And since we're waiting for it to stop raining, or get dark enough so I can make it stop raining, let's do this. It's raining bamboo. Have you gone all panda on us, Chris? Right, that gives us two stacks and 40. Okay. 2 stacks and 56. Three stacks. A stack of charcoal. And 3 stacks of those. So it's 1, 2. Wait. How did I only end up with 2 stacks and 2? But of course, that's fully expected when you're dealing with The Sims. Right, and I'm deliberately placing all of these by hand so that it doesn't end up using the dark oak. And there we are. That's another stack of campfires to use later. I mean, that's like going to simulators and not expecting to find 70% of it being whatever that train simulator is. I think it's actually just called the train simulator. Didn't somebody work out that if you actually purchased every expansion pack for the train simulator, it would cost something like $120,000 at some point? It was some brutally expensive amount of cash. Just because some of the expansion packs for it are like $2,000 or something. It had some ridiculously priced stuff as well. I might be wrong on that, but I do remember that the whole dang thing was just ridiculous. Right. So I need to be here and here, and I'm thinking I probably need to change this for that as well. Only $700! I'm shocked. Shocked, I tell you. That almost sounds reasonable. Sorry. I've now talked myself into changing that corner. I appear to have taken out more than I expected there. One, two, three. What I need Can't fault that pun. One of those. 1, 2, 3 of those. Oh hey, I had jungle planks already. Whoops. And jungle slabs. Actually, I don't need jungle slabs. Spruce. Hey, I have spruce. Let's make a lot of it. And let's make about that much into half slabs. Yeah, that feels like a good amount. I mean, the sails are always ridiculous to try and scroll through anyhow. That's better. That feels a lot more consistent. I'm also wondering if I should have done that for this side. Dagnabbit. Don't you just hate it when you do that and you think, you know, I really should have done that immediate. Yeah, well. Do I have any stripped dark oak logs? No. I had... what, for the... Really? 10,700. Hey, Squishy. Wait, I had an extra 0 on there? Did I actually say 200,000? Well... 120k. Huh. I don't know what I said. I don't know what I'm saying most of the dang time when I'm streaming. I don't even know what I'm saying most of the dang time when I'm not streaming. Right, and now we need to fill in this corner. Let's do 2 of those and 1 of those. And we need you and you. Oh, no, hold on. There should have been 2 of those. I'm wondering if I should actually turn the one in the corner into a stair. If I do that, does that look better than that? Yes. Ah, they're coming to take me away. Haha, hee hee, to the honey farm. Yeah, I like it with stairs more than I do with slabs all the way across, so I'm going to run out of stairs, so I'm going to need at least 2 combines more. Minecraft, why does it cost 6 to make 4? That feels like it's a little bit expensive, considering I'm taking a quarter out of them. At most, it should be 4 to 4. We're being ripped off. Oh, the rip-offs. Ah, he's ranting again. Come on, get that Scotsman some more iron brew. Or 6 equals 6, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I prefer them with the... Oh, yeah, that looks nice in that corner now. $1,037 for The Sims when it's not on sale. Yeah. That does not in any way, shape or form sound extortionate. 3, 6, 9... 12, 15... 18, 21... 21! Anyone for blackjack? Because I just got 21. Now the question is, which 21 do I want? And I think I'm going to go with this 21. Just because. Of course they made the base game free. All good crack dealers know that you make the first hit for free. Actually, I know I didn't count those, and now I'm wondering if I should do those as... Fine. I'm going to use this one as a ladder. My parkour skills are getting worse. Yeah, I like that colour. I think that works better. And I think I've decided that those two sections that are the 6s I should probably inset as well, so I need 12 more. Well, it's got... Even if it's going to end up with them all joined together, I think having them joined together will look a heck of a lot better. I almost want nether brick as a trapdoor, suddenly. But I think a nether brick trapdoor would just be a weird concept. Ah. Dang nabbit. There we are. How does that look? Oh, yes. That was the right colour choice. I think dark oak would have been wrong, and that ties down to there. I like that. Yep. Yep, yep. Yep, 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 yep. And even that looks right. The end wall is going to end up covered in azalea. Plus it's going to have the overhang of the roof as well. So, yeah. Well done, Anstrad. I must admit, I think I saw that sort of problem earlier today for myself. It was triggering that sort of recommendation. And I know exactly what it was that triggered it. It would have been Max Gentleman's Sexy Business. Because I think that might have been Sasebi's fault that I even considered that game, and it was so funny that I'm not actually upset with him. Right, I need an awful lot more dark oak fence because I'm going to use that for my azalea. Actually, no. Yeah, because I need something as a contrast. So let's use... ooh, I'm out of sticks. because I just used all of them in making a stack of campfires. Thank you. Right. That's not the azalea. There's the azalea. It's so nice to have done the prep work and have a decent amount of azalea leaves for once. Which bit squishy? Because to be honest, if you're not used to this stream going off the rails, you haven't been paying enough to this this set of streams. I believe the shortest and simplest answer is the Steam sale. The long answer is Steam in general. Sort of like that, but I'm also not liking something about it, and I'm not quite sure. I think it's the fact that it's all coming from from 2 points, and I think I really want it to be that's better. That is so much better. If you're going to refer to it that way, Squishy, you should at least put a pair of... and to be honest, it's Landstrat as well. There should be quote tags around the word tagging system, because I'm pretty sure that they don't actually have... It's not a system. It's just generic screw up. Also known as Steam. I don't like that one being there, I think. Okay, I like that. I think that is the shape I was looking for. And this whole building is going to be very, very heavily overgrown at this point. I'm not going to bother with those two. way more than 2 more of those. So let's go and find a few more. Is that the sort of Chinese farm sim that, or as in Chinese-esque farm sim that has all sorts of interesting bits? Elves and fairies. Okay, I'm getting him mixed up with another one. Right, let's have a quick look around this for a second. Okay, I'm happy with that side. That side needs work. Not happy with that side. Happy with that side. That side needs more foliage. Okay, so getting there. That one, however, just looks wrong. That's too poofy. Right, let's take this one down the tray again.
Everything's going good 'cause you're around. Baby, just tell me, are you staying by my side? Is this real or is this my mind? Is this real?
At this point it would have been nice if I had glass, but actually, well, let's have this. This one's going to escape into the building, I think. Let me guess. Actually, yes, time I ran out of planks, not sticks. This needs working. That one is unnecessary.
Everything's going good 'cause you're around. Baby, just tell me, are you staying by my side? Is this real or
That's better.
is it my mind?
It's a shame that there's no sort of... am I about to ponder what I'm about to ponder? Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Pinky? No brain. No, I have no brain. Actually, I can go in the other direction. I don't want to go with... I do want to go with vines, but I don't want to go with vines, if that makes sense. Because vines would basically take over the building. And I do not want the building to be taken over. At least I don't think I do. Let's bring it with me. Where is my moss blocks? There they are. And I had at least a stack of bone meal here somewhere. There it is. that side I'm mostly happy with. This side, let's take that one out and replace it with a moss block and hang that off of it and put a pair of these around it and one next to it. You're gone forever. Don't care. This one, I'm not liking this. It still feels wrong. Let's take that out. Let's put a piece of moss there instead. And where are we going to mop the mega? No, the best, yeah, the better. The better. You. Like so. And since we've got the bone meal, I wanted one there. And let's put that in, put that in. And let's have it go that way and that way. Ooh, let's take that one out. Like so. Yeah, that's better. It feels more like it's oh yeah, that's better. Now it feels like it's climbing around the building. Ah, that's what the problem is. It wouldn't go up and then down. It would just go around. It would just go up. And like so. And like yes. And if we do that, then it has a... Aha! That's better. Jackpot. And actually, what we can probably do... might be able to get away with this. Let's put that in there. And put... I know I just took that one out, but hey. Is that too deep now? Yeah, it is. Can I get away with that being there? Yeah, I think I can, actually. What I might need to do is that. Do we want to let it grow all the way to the ground? Yeah, why not? You. How much are we going to let you grow? And why do I not have any shears? Because I've just caused my last set of shears to explode. Dope. It's time to break out a piece of scaffolding. Where is Shearius? There it is. Okay, I'm going to let you have that. Oh, apparently I have to grow that first, and then put that on there. And we'll shear it at that length. Going to do is nothing in here because apparently those are half slabs, so I can't do that. Fine. You aren't, so I'm going to do that and that. It's a shame that you can't hang glowberries off of leaves. You have to have them off of... Whoops. That's too many. Off of moss or something like that. Else. Something like else. Yes, something else. That's feeling better. know. No, no. Give me those back. I'm gonna cheat. Where did that third one go? I will get to food in a minute. I don't even... There. That's better. Although I'm tempted to swap those out. Ooh, those would have been better as moss themselves. Do I have enough moss for that? Yes, I do. Right. Well, that was an expensive choice, but hey, all it cost me is bone meal. I don't care. Swap that for 3 of those. And then, where did the other 2 trapdoors go? Oh, right in front of me. I missed that. And now we put the glowberries on the underside of this. So it looks like it's burst through. Much better. Grab those, and then we quickly rush away and get some sleep. Yes. I like that a lot more than I did a few minutes ago. That wall is between 2 buildings. We'll sort it out when we build the next building. That's nice. That's very nice. That's a little bland, but we've not yet gotten around to working on it. That's probably a little thick and deep, but I think that's probably okay. And I'm going to ignore what I just said. Okay, let us add in you and that up to here. I really wish I had those one higher, or 1/2 higher, because I really want to put a couple here. Sod it. We'll make it look like it's been broken through. Like so. That's better. I like that. I don't have any more fences. Why do I not have any more fences? Is it because I've used them all? Of course it is. I think I'm done with those. Let's get those. Put that away. Put those away. And those away because I never used them. Put those away because, hey, might as well. And I'm done with the moss for the moment. And we'll put a couple of those there. One. Yep. One. No. Too symmetrical. Like it as is. Yeah. That solves that wall. I should really do something about this door. Even if it's just like admit I don't have one yet. However, I think the next thing to do, now that I've done the exterior walls, is... Oh, I actually had 41 moss blocks in here. That's useful. Let's put them all in there so I know where they all are. Let's put you into here. And you. And jungle wood came out of this one. I think I'm done with the jungle wood for the moment. In the jungle, you're not gonna find much at all because Scotsman's ripping it all apart. Okay. And now we consider a roof. And let's go with... let's... First things first, let's get rid of this scaffolding because it's too close. That's better. Because I need to be able to deal with the overhang. Now, question. What are we doing? Answer. We're stuffing it up already. Let's give this a little bit of a hint of interest. Same over this one. Now that I've done that, I've kind of committed myself to... Well... Trying to be clever. I don't want to be clever. How? You just stay down there and think what you've done. Here. Which means stairs here. Let's start working inwards from the other side. Where it gets difficult. Of course it is. Should really look at, you know, possibly fixing the roof on that one. Except that by roof I mean windows. Do I want that building to be completely intact? I'm starting to wonder if it would be nicer to just rip off part of that end wall. Completely. Sort of have it collapsed across here, perhaps. I don't know, we'll come to that in a minute. We'll cross that bridge once we've exploded it. Paging Nanian, paging Nanian. Someone has mentioned blowing something up. Oh, that's not good. That's what I was aiming for. Okay, I am going to have a significant shortfall on the number of bits of dark oak that I am attempting to build with. Which is another reason for considering demolishing half of another building. That many? No, let's not quite go that far. Oh, I need more stairs, though. Expensive. And what I want to do while I'm... how the heck am I going to do that? I'm going to do that. That's probably the easiest. And that one we're going to show ignore. Okay. Half slabs, vertical, would be really useful right now. That one. I feel like I'm missing something. I'm not quite sure what it is, unfortunately. We'll work it out in a minute. Okay, how does that building look now? Yep, that's pretty much what it needed to be. It's not too out of... Actually, if anything, that is very similar to what I've done here and on these. So actually that fits with the theme that we have for the city by way of roofing. Thanks, Meg. I need to do something on the frontage here to differentiate the gap between the roof and those pillars because it doesn't look right. But that might be as simple as trapdoors. Yeah, trapdoors. Not quite sure which trapdoors. I was going to say spruce, but I've just seen that I only have one of those left. That doesn't have spruce in it. That doesn't have spruce in it. Hey, what do you know? I've got a whole heap of spruce. I got a heap of spruce. I got a heap of spruce. Let's make a lot more spruce trapdoors. And go up here. And do that. And that. No. Thank you. And I need to be able to get up here. Nope. I should start putting... I wonder if I should steal an idea from Tango Tech and start running a derp counter. Problem is, if I ran a derp counter and had it on screen, I think it would probably run so fast upwards that it would, yeah. Well, that's not what I wanted to put there. Ow. I also think I probably need to do... Aha! Yes. Jackpot. I'm going to assume that doesn't sound like a good plan is the derp counter. Simply because I'm not quite sure how long that's been in chat for. Well, I can't put that there. Dirt counter. Yeah. It would be a bit bad, wouldn't it? It would be a bit bad. No. Okay, I like those trapdoors. They make a lot of difference to the frontage of this and give it just that little fractional bit more depth. Probably need to do something in that area. Tempted just to put some more of those, but I don't think that would be right. I'm also tempted not to do anything in that area. I think it would be overcomplicating it. Wait, I'm trying not to overcomplicate things? Who am I and what am I doing? Let's see. Oh yes. I haven't done anything. Okay. That and that. This is where it's going to be interesting. This is where it's going to get interesting. So many interesting monsters. Okay, and then 1, 2. How in Smeg do we line this up? What are we thinking? I don't know. I'm going to cheat and come back to that in a minute. I'm also going to go with the idea of demolishing that end of the building because I really like that now. Now that I've mentioned it, I'm going to go with it. Right, and I'm out of dark oak slabs again. And let's get some of those incredibly precious campfires that I've just made so that we can actually just ruin parts of the roof. Going up. Figure out the front of the roof in a minute, and I've just realised I've been on the wrong camera count. Or I've been on the camera count when I wasn't supposed to be. Let's do this so that we can sort of see what I'm doing. I don't think I was derped and on the camera count for too long. Let's bring this around the corner, because that's where that would be. It's this junction that I'm stuck on mentally, so we'll have to figure that out in a minute. Nope. Come back here. Alright. Fine. You. There's something not right here. Ah, that's the problem. One stair, 1, 2 thing. One stair, 1, 2. Yeah. I forgot. This roof is wider. That is where the problem lies. Second problem. How do I get back up onto the roof now that I've just dropped myself off of it? No. Yes. I'll just keep removing sections of roof until I can climb back onto the roof. That makes perfect sense. Oh, no. Well, you can stay down there for the moment. Ah, I know. I've changed my mind. Let's get those back. Conveniently, I have just left myself a lovely set of stairs in the form of those leaves. You. Really? You and you. And that. And that. It's alright. Could probably have done with a few more of those, but we'll think about that in a minute. Are we actually at the end of the building? Yes, we are. Okay, take you out and put you up there instead. And put another one here, another one here. And... Ow. Sensible. Just walk straight into the campfire, Scots. Ignore that it's going to... Actually, no, not on top of the leaves. Ah, now I definitely need more more stairs. Oh yeah, that roof, that collapsed roof section looks quite nice actually. Let's do that and get myself another of those. Is it about to get dark? Yes it is. Honestly, let's just move a bed into one of these buildings. Maybe I should find a brown bed to make it look like it's just totally ruined. Green might get away with as well. Green could be a moss-covered bed. Brown could be a completely muddy, destroyed bed. That wall needs fixing by, you know, raising it up to meet the roof. And hey, I keep jumping off of the ceiling and into the stairs. Right. That looks wrong. Oh, there. Right, and Trappist, Doris, there. Hey, Tor. And welcome to yet more squirrels on a pub crawl. Okay, that's looking nice. That's looking suitably demolished as well. Kinda need to do that. No, not that. That there. Just to blend the corner in better. Let's take you down a block. look like you've been on fire. And let's put in a couple of trapdoors so that they kind of look like sections of flooring. Let's take that off. Nope, still doesn't work. Nope. We'll consider coming through here in a minute. Right, I need... Oh, okay, apparently I do need more of the jungle logs. And planks. I thought I was done. I thought I was done with this. There's the planks. And there's some logs. You're never done. You cannot escape. There is always more to build. Oh yes, of course there is. Is the size of this city? Scratch the word city from that and add world to it, and you might get a better description of, yeah. That one, that one. No, too symmetrical. Ow. Found the stairs again. Partially by falling off of them, but that's not unusual. Half slam. There. There. Excuse me. You're supposed to be there. Thank you very much. That looks wrong. Awesome. It's not a load-bearing wall. Or at least a context-bearing wall. I keep going down the wrong side of these stairs. I don't know why. Or at least attempting to. That I still like. This needs building into. That section needs to be lower. Well, something needs to have happened to part of it. Let's go with taking that out. And actually, let's take out that and that. And put a campfire there. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Oh, I need to fix this wall. 1, 2, 3, 5. I'm gonna take advantage of the height and do something with that in a minute. Possibly put in some stairs facing outwards. Or stairs facing inwards. Or... not bad. I'd rather... I really wish that... yeah, but of course you can't. So that doesn't make any difference. I was about to say, it would be lovely to have stairs facing inwards and then have it so that they blended with a set of panes of glass below them. But that would be kind of... whoops. I didn't mean to take that one out. Kind of impossible, even in Minecraft. Or especially, particularly in Minecraft. And actually, I'm going to do that for that one. This is looking alright. I really should put something there on top of that. Probably a piece of mossy carpet. Okay, are we at least reasonably consistent with structure around the outside of this building? That wall's not going to be dealt with because there's a building to go here, and until we've done that I don't want to decorate it. Need to put the glass into those. That one's looking... did I not snip that one? Is that one just growing of its own accord? Oh well. That's alright. It's looking alright. I'd love to put another one of those right up here, but it would it won't attach to that piece of leaf, and I don't want to turn that leaf into moss. Another... Ooh, I can put one there though, because it will hang off of logs. Let's take the opportunity to reduce the... or not. The contents of my inventory. That's... Right. I need... not out of that, I don't. Let's get... let's just get one and just bone meal the living heck out of it. I should probably not have done that because I still need to go onto the roof and make it light level safe. Cause this to flicker a few times. Glowberry rave! Let's go for about that length. Actually, we've got no choice. It's just going to keep growing. Smeg it, don't care. Could get away with it by placing... I know, let's put a piece of moss carpet below it. That way it won't go down to the ground. And I needed 2 moss carpets anyway. Oh, 1 moss carpet elsewhere anyhow. So, do that and it won't grow down to there. And that's not got... no. That's not got access to the upper floor. Apparently that one's not been snipped either. Snippity-doo-da, snippity-yay. My, oh my. Glowberries growing today. Many old things I... no, whatever. I should really do these doors. I haven't done these doors. What do we want to do first? So that's the height of the lintel. Oh, I want stairs of some form. I'm tempted to say it's gonna have to be nothing in that cupboard. Cupboard? So when did these become cupboards? Turn those into that. Doors. What's on the doors? Which type of doors do we want? I don't have any doors. Well, that's not helpful. Crimson? Yeah. Maybe. I can't remember what crimson doors look like. Having one of those. What the heck do crimson doors look like? Oh, it's those. I've done those over here, and they're too bright. Dirtwood. Thank you. What about the dirtwood? Let's check the dirtwood. Yeah, let's go for those, except for the fact that I need 2 of them. 4 of them. Off by 1 error going in the wrong direction. Now I've gotten off by 2 error because, hey, nothing can be easy in Minecraft. Right. You. You. You and you. You and you. Yes. So much yes. That is the right colour for these buildings. That is the wrong place for that wall. Ah, apparently glowberries have a very, very large hitbox. Much better. I feel like I should consider putting some trapdoors, pressure plates in. I'm not sure about those walls. I feel like I should do something else other than the walls there. Maybe a pair of trapdoors in Dirtwood. That's not where they are. We got Dirtwood trapdoors. Oh no, it's not. Those aren't Dirtwood. Those are Entwood. Nah. Yes. Yes, Ravenhood. I just realised that. Is that too far in? Yeah, it is. Okay. I am going to have to be creative here. Which is... I hate being creative. Why do I have to be creative? This is Minecraft. Wait, hold on. I can't be creative. This is survival. I like it, but I really wish they were half. I want the equivalent of trapdoors that are at half a point. No, forget it. Half block offset. Either that, or I want those as fences, please. Thank you very much. Badum. Badonk. Badonkadonk. I'm gonna put one door in and one door out. Yikes. Don't tell me we're getting close to Pretty's o'clock. Hey, TGM. Wait, we can't be at Pretty's o'clock. I've only barely started building. Crap, I didn't need to make an entire stack of charcoal. I had one. Smeg. Have I got jungle wood? No. Okay, fine. Really? But I've only just started building. I barely even started. Have I got any more spruce logs? Yes. Times out. Much as how that's a lovely thought. Try to figure out if I actually have a reason. You know, I'm actually tempted to keep going until I'm actually until I've finished these buildings. I'm also going to declare that this building doesn't get those. Oh man, he's asleep. Actually, I'm going to put those two out here, so it looks like that door's fallen all the way down to there, and that door's there. So we've got one door here and one door there. Gordon's stuck in your water wheel. That sounds painful. Have I got the... Yeah, I still got bone meal on me. Excellent. Hit that, and that. And this, this. I should have gotten some moss. I know I have some here somewhere. All 5 of them. Goodness. That's some stuck Gordons. That's better. Quite like that corner now. This one, I'm going to do that. And then put the... Oh, no, I can't. I need to hit it first. Then I can put the carpet back on top of it. And then we'll figure out how much of the of everything it's messed up by putting that in. 5 Gordons. Ah, ah, ah. That's better. I love the way that it's managed to put an azalea bush right in the corner there. It seems to find the tiniest of spots for those. Let's go with some moss here, although we can't go much further because we don't know what we're doing with this building yet. This area definitely is crying out for some moss and some taller grass. That doorway is impressively overgrown now. Moss here. Thank you. Not all of this is going to stay because we need to put in door pathway. Don't want that there. Right, I have some moss carpet I want to put in upstairs to make it look like this place has definitely been overgrown. I really should put some broken glass into these windows. And I need some more moss carpet. Moss is easy to get. I don't know, not that one. Here. A little bit. No, that's a half slab, isn't it? Yep. Doesn't work. There. That's nice. Right, let's find some glass. I know I'm running long. And I wasn't kidding. I want to finish the exterior of these buildings. Actually, I'm not running long yet. Not quite. What was I? Glass. Grab some of those. Actually, I'm just going to work with that. I don't think I need more than 8. Because it's partial windows and it's 3 sets of 4. If they were intact, then it would be 12. But they're not. So let's give that one most of it. Well, that's not a 4. Whoopsie. There. So that gives us the glass. Right. I need glow lichen to sort out some of the lighting. I also need sleep because apparently it's time for sleep again. Thank you, Minecraft. So it looks like it's going to be interiors next week. Excellent. Now we have our light levels. I'm not really going to go very heavy on this. Not going to go any further around with the pathing because this is all going to end up turned into road. But let's sort out the interior of this building. Those are helped by glowberries, and apparently I don't need to do anything to the interior of this building because the glowberries have got it. Awesome! This roof, on the other hand, is a mess. There we are. I love it when a plan comes together. Okay, are there any more areas that are in dire need of lighting up that are specifically on or in these buildings? Even that area is working because of that glowberry. And that's an interior, so that's next week's problem. This is a section of road that is built. That road needs to keep going in that direction when we actually get onto those buildings. How are we doing here? Ooh, there's a lot that's not lit up here. And that got almost all of it. And that got the rest of it. Okay. Mini HUD for the win. I love the fact that it's called Mini HUD, and it's like it's got almost as much flipping tech as half of the other renderers on the planet. Or almost got more than some of the other renderers on the planet. It's like, how much tech? I have no need for a poppy and a dandelion. I am not going chasing rabbits, so I definitely do not need a dandelion. I still find it hard to believe that rabbits really do chase. It got overgrown with more HUD. There was some HUD, and some HUD. 12, 24, 36, 48, HUD. No soul replaced by tech. Something tells me I'm going to need to move the shulker and chest monster, because we are reaching the point where we are actually moving on from this region of the city. We're starting to move downhill. Right, I think that classes as the exterior being complete. Let's grab a quick map update. I'd say that's a map update. Thank you, Minecraft. So we've started working our way down in this direction, which is impressive because we're about to do this next. And straight across here. I think interiors, and then next week we start on the rift. The rift. Ooh, that's going to be an interesting one. Right. Okay, let's put you into park mode. And it is pretty as a clock. It's pretty as a clock +3, but how does this look? Oh yeah. Where are we? No, still need a bit more to get into early evening. There. That should get us into some lovely... Ah, yes, it does. Okay, I like that. Let's have a look around the back. That's going to get a little bit more shadowy as the other buildings... Hello, Gordons. We appear to have gained some well, they're not Gordons because they're not neutered. Okay, I like the ruins of this building. Thank you, TGM. I should probably go out in a boat and collect them, except I don't really have any more Gordons that I want to collect. Okay, I really like the way that that building has come out. I mean, if you think about it, there. That is just what I would like. And how does all of this look from over here? If we were, say, on top of this building. Yep. Floating corner on the far side? There's a floating corner? I've left bits floating. That's not good. Which bit's floating? The foliageless wall. This one. Oh! Floating corner. That. Yes. That'll be because the whole landscaping is going to need to be fixed. But yes, thank you for pointing that out. I know I saw that like several times over and then never came back to it. Speaking of coming back, are you guys lost? Have you? Oh, I see. You're beating up a poor pig. Why are you beating up a pig? That poor pig. I have no idea what's going on now. Do I ever? Let's have a quick look as though we were coming in through the gatehouse. I know that's going to be... it's going to have buildings on the left between us and the tower, but that's a nice view. Yes, TGM, no further. I think that's not bad for a week. We've managed to do all of this building and all of this building in a week. That's actually quite surprising. That's quite a lot of building in a week, given the detail level. Still needs interiors, but we will come back to those next week. So really only... Actually, we only started that on Tuesday, so that's 4 days worth of build. I must have been having a good week. Either way, I will not be back on Monday. There is an all-day workshop that I have to attend for the office, and as such, I will not be getting home in time to stream, and thus I will be absolutely, totally push-knackered. So, I will be back again on Tuesday at my usual time, which will be 2.5 hours plus 10 minutes. 2 hours and 40 minutes prior to now. I would like to say thank you for joining me this week. I hope everyone has a good time zone. I hope everyone has a lovely weekend and gets to relax. And I will see you all again on Tuesday. Bye-bye.